let's get into how to play the last command. So to set up, each person is going to choose a faction. There is the Sunder and there is the Federation Remnant. They're going to grab their player's mat. They're going to grab their cubes. They're going to start at 1 on power on engineering, comms, and tactical. They're going to set their whole integrity to 20. First player gets 5 money. Second player gets 6 money. They're going to grab the deck of cards that matches their faction. You'll see that in the upper corner of the cards. You're then going to decide if you want to play regular or with asymmetric play. If you're going to play asymmetrically, you are going to grab these 3 cards that have the X by the faction logo. Then you're going to switch them out with the cards of their same name from the starting deck. We are going to just show you the basic setup. So you have 2 different types of cards in this game. You have crew cards and you have system cards. You're going to be keeping them separate in separate decks. So you're going to grab each one and you are going to shuffle them up and placing them in their deck location like so. After that, you're going to set up the market area. You have 3 different types of systems: engineering, comms, and tactical. You are going to shuffle up each deck separately and then do a display of 2 cards of each. You have 3 different types of crew members. You are going to shuffle them up and put them in the middle face up with the top card showing, and then you are also going to shuffle up the malfunction deck again, putting it face up with the top card showing. Then each player is going to draw 3 cards from their 2 decks, choosing how you want to do it. You can do 3 from one deck, 1, 2, etc. They suggest starting out with 2 crew cards, and then if you want to grab a third, or you can grab a system card. You are then ready to begin with the first player. A game of the last command is going to be played back and forth in turns until someone's whole integrity is reduced to 0, in which case that player loses and the other player wins. So you're going to be doing this by a player taking a turn. A turn consists of 4 different phases. The first phase is you are going to play all cards from your hand. So there are different ways of playing these. When you play cadet cards, you are going to choose one of the systems to play it in, and you're going to simply play it down here. You can have at most 3 crew at a station. So you're going to play a card. You're going to do what it says in the middle. So in this one, it's gain 2 power to the system or gain a whole remedy, a whole repair. So I don't need to repair. So we're going to gain 2 energy to this system. So then you can do that again, playing another one there if you want, or you can go to a different one. If you do not want to play a card from your hand, you can always discard it for 2 money. Then if you play a system card, a system needs to play to the system that matches it. So your green cards need to go to engineering, your blue goes to comms, your red goes to tactical. There is also a symbol in the corner of the card here. Your crew does not have to go in there specifically, so even though this is green and green, I could place them in tactical. But your systems need to go in the proper system. Then if it costs any power, you would spend the power to do it. This one costs 0. You then are going to do whatever's here in the middle. This is gain 3 to any system. So let's go ahead and push up our tactical. Once you have done playing cards from your hand, you are going to move into the make market purchases. Market purchases is you can buy from the system cards or you can buy from the crew cards. The cost to buy is in the upper corner. You are going to simply spend the money and place them in their appropriate discard pile. So we'll say go ahead, spend 2 to buy that card. It immediately refills, and then say we go ahead and buy that one. It would cost us 1. Again, this would go here, and it's revealing the next one. You are going to go until you are done buying. Once you are done buying, you are going to move into the earn system bonus abilities. So in that instance, you are going to look at your systems at the bottom of the card. You are going to see if you have a crew member matching that symbol below it. We do. So then you are going to do what that says, and that's gain 2 to this system. At this point, I am going to point out that when you play cards, you are able to play cards on top of other cards. However, now when you're getting the system bonus abilities, you are only going to look at this top card and not the card that is being covered. And then for the instance of this one, you'll see it has 2 different symbols. In this instance, you would do both of these. So you would look and you would see that you trigger it because you have that symbol and you have that symbol. Whereas if you just had this one and if you had multiple of the green crew, you would not trigger this multiple times. It is just the once. Once you have completed that, you are now going to draw 3 cards, again, choosing from whichever deck you want to choose from. So if I grab a crew, if I say I want to grab another crew and my crew is empty, I am going to take all of the crew cards I have played. I am going to take my discard pile. I am going to shuffle that up. I am then going to put it back into the deck and draw another card. And then we'll say we'll grab another system card. Those are the basics. One other point I do want to show you is that there is a certain system ability here that shows a card draw. When you trigger this one, you are going to draw that extra card when you go into the drawing 3 cards at the end of your turn. The last type of card I want to go over is this Malfunction card. Certain cards will give malfunction, such as this one. You'll deal 1 malfunction to your opponent, or your opponent might be dealing malfunctions to you. When you get dealt a malfunction, they are going to choose which discard pile they want to put it into. So say they might want to throw it in my system card deck. Now, say it's my next turn. We go ahead, we want to draw some system cards. We clear out our systems. We shuffle our deck up. And then we're at the end where we're drawing 3 cards. You're going to draw. If you draw a malfunction card, you're going to do what this says. So this is take 1 damage. Whenever you take a damage, you're going to simply move your whole integrity down. They would then be draw a card, so choose where you want to draw from, and then move this to the discard pile of the stack it was drawn from. There are certain malfunction cards in here, like this one, where it will be placed on top of malfunction deck. At that point, you'll simply place it on top of here. And to get back into the one where you are going to do a malfunction repair, some cards will allow you to do that. You're going to simply take a malfunction from one of your discard piles and place it on top of the malfunction deck. All these little iconography and such are covered in the rulebook. I'm kind of giving you just the basics of how to play. But again, you're going to go back and forth until someone reaches 0 hull integrity, in which case they will lose and the other player does win. Like I said, there is some terminology and symbology. That is all covered in the rulebook, but this does give you an idea how the game plays. Alrighty, so if I get you to head down below and hit like, subscribe, comment, share, and ring the bell, let me know what is your favorite deck building game. In addition to that, if you're looking to buy games, deck building games or otherwise, you can visit Miniature Market using our link down below. We will get credit for that sale and thus get a portion back here to help support the channel. Instead, if you're looking for a powdered energy drink to help you fight off these enemies in space, then you can check out Dubby at dubby.gg. Use code MEEPLES or use our link down below to get a discount and give us credit for those sales, again, helping to support this channel. Alrighty, so get out there and pew, 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 pew.